Hey everybody. Um my goodness. So I was about to share with you my preparation for this quick spotlight that this amazing woman had invited me to do today in about 20 minutes. And so I was reviewing the questions. I was going to go over the questions with you, like sort of just my thought process, like, okay, again, what's my story? What is the one or two things that I'm going to share so I don't have to share my entire life in 15 minutes? Because that's what this whole process is about, right? Is trying to come up with that TED Talk, that 15-minute summary of why I'm who I am and where I've gone and why I'm doing the work I'm doing and how are we going to change the world. So I'm looking over these questions that she sent me, and one of the first questions is, how would you describe yourself? Who is Megan Enriquez? And as I sat here looking at this question, I thought, oh my gosh, I just saw myself answering that question for her on Skype. And my answer was like, describe myself right now. And I wanted to say, well, to be really honest, I'm super uncomfortable right now because the outfit that I was wearing, it's like a bloated day, right? Like you just have these days where like your body's doing what you want it to do, and then you have days where it's not. And today is a day that like it just has its own thing. Like I have this headache on the side of on my head, and then like I'm having to like suck in my stomach, but like so nothing feels like it's fitting. And I was wearing this dress because I'm going to this networking mixer with one of my core groups of people who's helped me start True Conversations. And I haven't seen them in almost a year because I have scheduling conflicts with our meetings. And so I was in this like dress and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, like I'm going to end up answering her and telling her like, well, who's Megan Enriquez? Like she's super uncomfortable right now because her dress feels like it's going to bust out, like it's like I'm going to be in the middle of the interview and like hear a seam ripping. And I thought, this is not a way to do an interview about your authentic self. Like this is not the energy I should have during this interview. So anyway, so I just ran upstairs and I changed my outfit, and I'm in very comfy, yet, sleek, pink skinny jeans that have a really giving waistband, and and really one of my favorite shirts. And I just put kind of a necklace on to make it look a little more formal. But anyway, so that's kind of where I am today. A little bit feeling, not my best self, but just rolling with it and having options. And I love that I still have options in my closet in terms of how do I still show up as someone who feels really comfortable in my own skin, and honor that my body has different needs each day. So I think in preparing to share my story today, I really I have to feel good. I have to feel good. And if stretchy skinny jeans is what's going to make me feel good, then that's like the right thing to put on and to wear. Because now I'm totally ready for answering some of these very broad questions and trying to figure out what the heck am I going to say. So yeah, I'm going to take a couple more minutes and think about these questions by myself with some quiet. Just kind of feel it, like, what is the message of today? I just came from teaching a class that I do 12 times a month for people who are unemployed, people who are receiving social services like food stamps and assisted living and those types of social services. And every time I go, I'm reminded about some key things in terms of the human spirit and in terms of unconditional regard and respect that we have for each other. And so I have to kind of, I'm going to stop the video in a minute and I'm going to sit and I'm going to think about these really broad questions like who is Megan Enriquez, and try and decide, okay, what is the one thing I'm going to share today? And that's it. It doesn't have to be my answer for the rest of the year. It doesn't even have to be my answer for later tonight when I go to this business mixer, when they say, how are you doing? Who are you now? What have you? My answer then versus like in 15 minutes could be totally different. Because I'm going to be serving different people and I'm going to be thinking about different things. And their needs are different than the listeners for this interview I'm about to do. So I hope each of you are having a great day, and just remember to be kind to your body so that you can continue to feel great. And can't wait to hear from you. What would your answer be to who are you? Who are you right now? How would you describe yourself? And I will be sure to post the interview I'm doing in the details below so that you get to hear what my final answer ends up being. All right, I will talk to you all later. Bye.